I am scared. Yes, the distance does scare me. The other challenges in the past, I thought, yep, this is manageable, this is doable, I can do this. And I do think that I can do this 100 miler, but I'm also like, okay, I know how hard 100k ultra marathon was, and now I'm going to try and put 60 odd plus on top of that. Do I know what I'm in for? I think so. Apparently the first kind of 100k's is quite runnable, quite manageable, and then from there it connects on to where I was last year for the 100k, and I know that that's quite technical, it's a bit slower and it's going to be tougher, but at least I know that I'm in for that now, and yeah, it's not as concerning to me this time around. Yeah, towards the end I'm allowed 2 paces, which is sweet, so Shamiz and Cam are both going to do a half marathon each to try and persuade me to get to the finish. It's going to be good having them there. I initially signed up thinking, hey, I ticked no in the pacer box. I don't know what I was thinking then. But now, as it's looming closer, I'm just like, well, if other people do it and it helps you get to the finish line, then why not do it? And having 2 willing, really good mates to want to do it is awesome. They've both been running quite a bit, and yeah, it's going to be good having them there for support. I really like the Tarawera Facebook group for motivational posts, questions, and yeah, trail runners seem to be really kind of friendly, supportive folk, and it's cool. I feel like I'm part of the community somewhat, as much as whatever that means. And yeah, I like this whole event. I reckon it's really cool. It's kind of like insane, but it's also doable, and it's going to be 4 a.m. start, dark all through the day, dark, best case scenario, and I'm okay with that. I just don't want to see the sun again for the next day. Training has been really, really good. I feel like I'm in a really good place. I've done quite a bit over the past few months, weeks, coming off the back of a good hard road marathon. I had 2 weeks kind of taking it very easy and then straight back into it, 90k week, 100k week, and kind of been building it up steadily to a 100-mile week, which has been really awesome. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, I've done another 50k ultra before Christmas, another decent kind of hilly 44k, so I guess technically an ultra, just a few days prior to the 50, and yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of gravel, quite a bit of hills here and there, even some single track from time to time. And I feel like I've covered what I can, having gone through the summer at the kind of festive season when everyone's trying to be social, and I've allowed for that a fair bit as well. Certain times, like if I was being super strict, then I would have gone, nah, I'm skipping that, I'm just focusing on the training. But I think with this, it's not so time orientated. It's like trying to finish the damn thing rather than fixate on a time. So yeah, been a little bit more flexible, but also definitely put in the Ks. Recently did 140k week, and I wrote a plan. I said, all right, 140, 150, 165 is what I wanted to kind of like build up to, and then taper back down, and that's just not realistic. I'm trying to do those huge Ks back to back to back. Nah. But anyway, so yeah, 140, then did 70, and then this week, which has been 4 double run days, Monday to Thursday, then an easy one on Friday, a marathon yesterday out in the forest, and then a half marathon today, and that's got me to 165, which has been fantastic. Did run a little while, a couple of days ago, twice up Mountain Road. If anyone has ridden it, you'll know how steep it is. I reckon it's Auckland's hardest hill climb. Carried 2 4-kilo dumbbells up and down for an hour and a half. Something I've never done. Probably, I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but it was good, It's kind of weird running with weights, and you have to carry a fair bit of stuff for the miler. Obviously not that much, but hey, the legs need to be conditioned to running downhill and just being able to cope with that, which is good. Then a marathon in the forest. Just before 4 a.m. I started. I got out there and I actually saw 2 headlights coming towards me, and I thought, nah, these people are either living right by the gate or they're coming to do what I'm doing and doing a 4 a.m. start for the miler. And it just so happened that it was actually one of my Instagram friends who was coming out, and they did a 50k that day. So yeah, 4 a.m. start. A few other nutty people out there probably prepping for Tarawera, which is cool. And yeah, I got through my marathon, finished just before 8:30 in the morning, 900 meters plus gain, really good. It all went well, no issues. Carried almost all the gear that I needed, everything but spare batteries for the day. Used my head torch because obviously it was pitch black, and it was really good. Just stayed focused in the zone, went well, no issues other than just minor blisters, but whatever, I'll deal with that. And then today, which was a half marathon, I did it down at a park. I went up, and there's actually a good set of stairs, and rather than running up it, ran down it, because the Tarawera course, you've got quite a few flights of stairs to come down through to the redwoods and then to the finish. So it was really good to, yeah, it kind of gave me a bit of a shock because I just went straight up and did it, came straight down the stairs, and the knees were like, no, not yet. So a few more laps, warm up, and then it kind of felt a bit more normal. What I have included is training in the day. So in the heat of the day, I did a night run, started at 10 o'clock, ran for over an hour, single track alone with most of my gear on, and then I did the 4 a.m. start. So I've covered, I think, most of what I can, and obviously the stairs today. So now it's just kind of lump it all together and try and achieve this distance in, let's say, under 24 hours if I can. I don't know, but finishing is the goal, obviously. My plan is to start between 7 minutes and 7 minute 30 pace, and just average that as long as I can until the pace becomes whatever. I did 7:07 for the 100 last year, and now I know what I'm in for with the single track through past one of the lakes that's quite technical. So I know that, hey, you know, I should be able to, let's say, average 7:15ish for 100, and then after that will be what it'll be, and that's okay. Is that too fast? Is that not? I don't know. This is my plan. This is what I've kind of been, yeah, toying with in my head and thinking, what's going to be good. You know, I don't want to like average the pace so slow that, yeah, you get to very late in the day and then you've got more in the night. You know, it's a 4 a.m. start. I know it's like 2.5 hours in the dark, and then I want to get a good part of the technical awkwardness along the lake, the section that's quite tough, out of the way, and then hopefully it's that much closer to home before we enter into the night again, and onward from there. That's when I'll meet Cam, first pacer, and then Sham. So hopefully at that stage it's like getting damn close to home, and there's no question of wanting to pull the pin or anything like that. A plan is just a plan though, so I'm not going to panic too much if things change or whatever. I mean, who knows what to expect really. I'm just going to do my best, take it nice and steady. The hills, obviously you're going to hike them and then run the flats, run the downs, and just, yeah, keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I'm going to tell myself this as well, probably write it on my arm. You can sit down at the finish. Also in the plan is to try and do this thing on 100% whole foods, so fruit, sweet potato, squash, peanut butter maybe, almond butter maybe, but yeah, that's the plan. I will also give the crew some other stuff in case that, you know, it's like desperate measures and hey, you know, you just want this food or that food, but yeah, the plan is to do it on whole foods. Drinking just water and not taking any salt, not taking any caffeine, not taking any other stuff. Just vegan whole foods. And before you freak out and go and write a comment, that's what I did last year. I did it on fruit, sweet potato, and water. It worked fine. Do you have any questions? Please post them down below. I will get back to you. I am not super experienced when it comes to this, but I'll answer what I can based on what I know. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.